So in this video, we're going to be talking about Cancer moon in the third house natally and what this placement means. So if you have this placement, you're in the right place. And with that being said, what does the moon represent? Well, the moon represents our emotions and what gives us emotional security. And it also represents things such as family and resources that we depend on, such as land and our home. But it also rules investments of energy, time, or money. And it's just things that we hold on to as well. So it shows memory, and it shows feelings, and it shows also people that we hold on to or that we hold dearly. So with that being said, the moon rules Cancer. So when it's in Cancer, it's in domicile, which means it's in its own sign. And what gives you emotional comfort when you have this placement is the themes of Cancer, which is things that are dependable, stable, or that will last a long time. So you guys find security from items, or even a home, or even relationships that are long lasting or that have ability to last in the future, in the foreseeable future. So that's kind of what Cancer moon represents. And also, since Cancer is about family as well, and it's about comfort, not only does your family life give you emotional security, your personal private life, but also comfort gives you emotional security. So you guys like to be comfortable. A lot of times you guys spend a lot of time at home, and outside of home or outside of comfort, you guys tend to feel a little bit less stable. So you guys are very attached to those kind of things. But with that being said, the moon, I almost said the sun, the moon is in the third house as well. And the third house is about communication. So with the moon here, since the moon represents things that we hold on to, a particular trait about people that have the moon in the third house in Cancer is that you guys are very receptive to words, information, and communication. You guys may be very sensitive to words, and you guys take it personally because the sign of Cancer is about our emotions. So in addition, you guys are very heartfelt communicators because you guys have the moon in your third house of communication. So part of how you communicate is that you like to communicate about your feelings. Sometimes you like to communicate about your personal life. And ultimately, you just like to communicate about things that matter to you personally. And so when it comes to conversations, you can be a very open book. But other times, you can also close up and be just an observer. And you guys can be more quiet and reserved because the moon is very private. So when you guys feel like it's not safe to open up, you guys are more so observant and quiet. But when you guys feel comfortable around somebody, you guys are very heartfelt communicators. And also that's why you guys are very sensitive to words as well, because you guys take it to the heart. Because you guys assume that other people are communicating from the heart just like you are. So when they say something negative, it hurts deeply because you feel like they're being honest. So this may or may not always be the case, but that's how you guys perceive things because of how you guys are. When you guys say something, you guys tend to mean it. Now, also, since the moon is about things that we hold on to long term, and it's also about memory, you guys tend to hold on to ideas in your mind a lot. And, one of your strengths is that you guys have a capacity to develop an idea into something that actually materializes. And the reason why is because the third house is about ideas. It's about the mind, and it's also about communication. But usually the third house is very scattered, and ideas, they tend to come and go, and a lot of times people pursue ideas very briefly and then they give up on them. But when you have Cancer in the third house, you're able to filter your ideas down to the ones that really matter. And so you guys have a ability to have great ideas. And the natural sign that has the third house in Cancer is Taurus. So a lot of you guys could be Taurus risings. Some of you guys could be Aries risings. So anyways, Taurus is about practicality, resourcefulness, and value. So when it comes to your ideas, you guys have a lot of valuable ideas because you guys tend to only filter out the noise, and you guys tend to only hold on to the ideas that will last a long time because you guys have the sign of preservation and of long-lasting things in the third house. So a lot of times you guys are able to develop something all the way to the end. And so anyways, that's just a strength that you guys have, especially with the moon being here. But also, since the moon is about holding on to things, you guys also hold on to conversations a lot longer. So you guys remember everything that people say to you guys. And, you know, something very particular about you guys that's random is that you guys may also have like very old conversations on your phone. Like you guys tend to hold on to text conversations, and like your phone will literally have, you know, conversations from months ago, or even it could be up to years ago. And that's just because you guys have the moon in the third house. And so when you have the moon in Cancer, a lot of times you guys have old items or like old things, or you guys preserve nostalgic things, and sometimes it's just unconscious, and it's just something that you guys have, but you only discover it when you go digging around and looking for certain things. You start to find old things, but in this case it's about communication because it's in your third house. So when you go through your phone, you find like these really old conversations. But also, you do this in your mind. Like you remember everything people said to you. And also, since you're an honest communicator, you also hold on to the words that you say. And so your word is your bond because you always remember what you say, and you expect others to have the same standards for themselves when they promise you something or when they tell you something. Yeah, that's because also, like I was saying, the natural sign that has the third house in Cancer is Taurus. And Taurus is about value. It's about integrity. And Tauruses are trustworthy, and they tend to be dependable. And that's what gives things value, is when they have integrity. When something doesn't have integrity, this is what we call something that's fake or something that's a knockoff. And, you know, Taurus rules high quality luxury things. So when it comes to your communication tends to have a high quality to it. It only tends to revolve around things that matter, and it tends to be honest, and you tend to communicate like your true feelings, and you tend to filter out any noise, but also your word is your bond. And so this is a valuable trait that you guys have that most other signs may not have. And you guys have a business mindset as well. You guys are able to understand what ideas will last and what ideas will bring a return over long periods of time. So it's a good idea for people to partner with you guys and to feed you guys their ideas so that you guys can give your honest psychological input. Now, with that being said, I hope this video wasn't too scattered, but I hope that you guys enjoyed. And if you did, and you learned something new about yourself or others, or you resonated in any way and you saw yourself in this video, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to this channel for more content. And with that being said, I appreciate you guys watching and supporting in any way that you do. And I will see you guys sometime soon in another video. Peace.